Welcome to Polk Nation. Heath Schroyer, Jim Gazzolo.
Oh.
Stay back. Stay back.
Happy Halloween. You know what? I'm
Stay
so glad.
back.
I am so glad. You know what? And this is you. You bring the Darth Vader.
This is Justin. This is all our producer Justin.
I have nothing, but that's okay. I'll be a sacrificial lamb.
I'll bring this. You bring the whack. Conference USA or Sunbelt. How's that?
You're the best, man. You're the best. I love it. At least you're embracing. You're embracing who you are.
Hey, you are who you are.
You are who you. You know, a guy told me one time, as soon as you stop making excuses and just accept who you are, life gets a lot easier, and it's getting easier for you.
Well, look at it. You're the darling of the show. I'm the devil, I guess.
I don't know about
Mr.
that.
Media. He's Darth Vader. So there we go. All right, it's Halloween week. It's a strange time for everybody.
For sure.
Nobody transformed themselves more than the Cowboys this weekend.
Wow, it was great, man. It was an unbelievable win.
The team we thought we had.
Yeah, it's before the season. This is who we thought we were, and it's actually nice for for Polk Nation and for us to be able to watch us play that well. Defensively, I thought we were so good. We're obviously going to have a guest here, Isiah Chambers, who was just phenomenal. Four sacks. Dominant.
I thought going into the year he was the leader in the house for National Player of the Year. I think that a lot of that's been taken away because of holding and some things that they do to him. For sure. But he had 4 sacks for 56 yards on a quarterback that does not get sacked.
For sure.
He had 10 as a team.
He's dominant. I mean, he's been held almost every possession. He gets double teamed.
Double teamed.
But the thing about it is he just comes with it every day. He's a high character kid. You're going to get a chance to see him and talk to him. And Polk Nation, I'm so excited for them to get a chance to really listen to him. But you talk about a winner on and off the field. This Isiah Chambers has it all.
Well, I don't like to overblow things. In fact, I like to underplay games to some extent. But to me, and you're obviously in the know more than me, this was the biggest win in the Frank Wilson era for a couple of reasons.
Without question.
One, it was a turnaround.
Yeah.
But two, there was energy in the building like there hasn't been since the Hurricanes.
No doubt. I mean, we couldn't go 2-5. I mean, it would have been really hard, especially losing to Incarnate Word again, let alone on homecoming. But it was a great win. You're right. The energy within Cowboy Stadium was just different. It
was different.
When you're down on the field, it just felt different.
There was intensity.
I'm really proud of Coach Wilson, his staff. I thought the game plan was phenomenal. And we just played with a chip on our shoulder, which is what Cowboy football is, right?
Well, I say it, and people get mad at me when I say it, but you played angry, which is a good way to play.
Absolutely. I mean, what good football team doesn't play with a chip on their shoulder angry?
And play downhill.
No doubt about it.
Playing downhill, running downhill is a lot easier than running uphill.
Ooh, no doubt about it.
You play downhill as far as aggressive. I've always said that 9 times out of 10, the more aggressive team wins.
In every sport.
In every sport.
sport.
And we saw that this week. But what does it mean for you? Because I know you don't read the paper. There was a column in the paper today.
I wouldn't know. Okay.
About that, it's one thing to win on the field, but you're also in the back rooms, and all this, it's not in a bubble. All this stuff is going around the program, going around college football.
For sure.
You make a statement like that on the field, that helps your brand too.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, there's no secret. I mean, the movement within, college athletics is...
Shifts every day.
It's every day. I've said, and I've been on record before saying that, one of the biggest things of my job not only is hiring coaches and managing the budget and, the department, but is to put ourselves in a situation that we're having conversations with people too, and that we actually, know what really is going on across college athletics. And, we want to be proactive. I've never not shared that, but it is you're right. To go back to your question, obviously every time you win and to beat Incarnate Word like that, it definitely sent notice to across the country that the Cowboy football's not dead.
Yeah, it's not, and it's easier to promote a winner than a loser.
Oh, for sure,
Always.
No doubt about it.
And one thing is, I don't like to get into coaching and coaching pressure and that, but be it or not, there's always coaches are on the hot seat, whether that be fair or unfair. And somebody asked me about Frank Wilson. I said, I don't know if we know what kind of coach he is yet, because we know he's very good at crisis management because it's always been. But this was a big leap for the program as far as saying we can beat top 25 teams and we can improve. Do you agree with that?
For sure. I mean, listen, no one, I mean, obviously, Cowboy football, there's tradition of excellence, and no one has ever denied that. But what Coach has been able to do to get through 2 hurricanes, a pandemic, having to play in the spring, and understand, remember now, lost a ton of players.
Lost a ton.
And have to truly rebuild the roster. He's done a phenomenal job.
Rebuild the roster twice, once for spring, once for fall.
No doubt. And hey, I mean, we Cowboy football, we want to be good. You know, we expect to be good. I mean, you walk into that stadium, we've been good for a long, long time. But the coach has done an unbelievable job in just keeping. You know, people have no idea. You know, from the APR probation and where this football program was.
Where the athletic program was.
When he walked through the door. But hey, make no mistake, we want to be good. And we expect to be good. And, you know, we want to win championships in Cowboy football. And, you know, we want to fund it to do that. And but I love Coach. He's done a great job.
When we come back, we'll meet Isiah Chambers, McNeese State's All-American defensive end, right after this on Polk Nation.
Welcome back to Polk Nation. It is an honor to have Mr. Isiah Chambers. Welcome to Polk Nation, my man.
Thank you.
Well, let's get right to it. What a game last week, huh?
Yes, sir.
Homecoming, big-time win, 10 sacks. You had a couple of them, I think.
Yeah.
Talk about the win. Talk about the win.
It was a pretty good win. We needed that as a team. We needed some momentum, and we're trying to get back in the conference race to win conference, so we definitely needed that win.
Well, I tell you, you can see this team is really starting to evolve. And I think the camaraderie and all those things are getting better. The energy is good. You go down on the field, the energy was great. Tell me what kind of changed in the last 2 weeks, or tell Polk Nation what's changed in the last 2 weeks, or if anything. But it seems like the team is obviously better, playing better. What's kind of changed?
Well, I feel like the team just got a lot more confidence now. We just put our head down. We realized the mistakes and all the corrections we needed to do, and we simply was just tired of losing. So the only way to not lose is to win. So we just had to find a way to win, pretty much.
Confidence is a crazy thing.
Yes,
I mean, I'm telling you, I've been in athletics my whole life. It's amazing when you have confidence. I mean, confidence breeds confidence. And the one thing I've always respected about Coach, there's a lot of things, but he's never wavered about his confidence in you guys and the team. And it's great to start to see it turn. And obviously got a big one on Saturday, but man, last week was great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We definitely needed that win.
The one thing is, and I said this in the press conference afterwards, is you guys seemed angry. You played angry, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in an aggressive way. Had you had just enough of hearing about Cam Ward?
Oh, yeah. He definitely,
I did.
We respect him. We know he's a good player, but, yeah, we tired of hearing about them and hearing about them receivers and the flashy offense. Like, we just had to realize it's about us. And we was tired of getting hit in the mouth. Like, the past couple games, they had their number on us, so it was time for us to get revenge, so we had to do that.
Really, the only game you guys played real poorly in, to me, was at Incarnate Word.
Yes, sir.
Did you guys just want to wipe the slate of that?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. We definitely, that probably was our worst game of the year. We came out very flat, no energy. So, yeah, we knew that wasn't McNeese football when we played them. So, playing them again, we had to show what we could do.
All right, I got to ask you about this, though.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Here we go. Air guitar.
Okay, yeah.
You've done it before. You've never been penalized.
Yeah.
You got penalized this time. Did they say anything to you when he did it, or?
He told me that I wasn't celebrating with a teammate. He said that.
So if you had the whole band together.
Yeah, that's what he said. Which I honestly think it would probably been worse if I had more team behind me. So he flagged me. He said it wasn't with the team, and he never officiated a McNeese game before, so he never seen it before. So that's what his excuse was. We argued with him, and yeah, that was a bad penalty.
But what was funny was you then get another sack later on, and you shake everybody's hand.
Yeah, it was.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah, I was just shaking hands and showing him that, like, it's business now, like, just making this, it's just kind of Just a response to the referees that like it's straight business now and we're serious now.
Okay, 4 sacks. I had you for getting 2 holding penalties called on you. How many times were you held?
I was held. Yeah, I was held twice in the game.
But how many times were you held actually in the game?
Oh man, I'm getting held every drive. I feel like every game, every drive, I'm getting held pretty much.
But that was the most dominant you guys were as far as hitting a quarterback.
Oh, yes, sir.
How bad did you want to hit him? Because not to hurt him, but to make sure he paid for anything he got.
Oh yeah, yes sir. I think our coach said we hit him 26 times total. So yeah, we definitely wanted to hit him, and we didn't want to have him comfortable sitting back there. We manned him up, and we just wanted to make him feel uncomfortable and rattle him up.
You guys, the amazing game, but also, without question, a football team that seems to have a desire to get better. Didn't in the spring, same thing happened. How much has what you guys have gone through gotten you to this point?
Oh, I definitely feel like all the stuff with the hurricanes, the COVID, and just personal issues. Like, we good at overcoming adversity, and we just used to like just problems and just facing our problems honestly.
Well, let me ask you this: what was the difference in the game plan the first time you played Incarnate Word and the second? Because obviously defensively, it looked like 2 entirely different teams. What did the coaches and what did you guys do different this game than last game?
We basically told them, we told the team that the whole week we was like, we're gonna hit them in the mouth. We're just gonna play smash mouth football. We're gonna run it down their throat. We're gonna force them to come stop us, and then on the defensive side, we're gonna get in their face, play them up, press man them, and then the D-line is just going to take away each lane. So our game plan that game was to not just pass rush and go up the field, was just to everybody bull rush and be physical on the edge and interior. So we didn't let the dude have nowhere to run, because that's what he liked to do, run and create and do a lot of magic plays, but we didn't allow him to do that. Was this game plan the same the first game, but we just executed different? Or it was way different. Yeah,
okay,
it was way different.
So what was different? Was it man coverage? The first time was zone coverage?
Yeah, first time was only zone coverage. We didn't want to be man because they like to pick us and do different stuff. So we decided to go man. We just trusted in our guys, to be honest, because man is a big deal.
No
but
doubt.
we felt like our guys was better, so we decided to go man coverage, which helped.
I thought it was great, and the thing is the whole time I kept saying, man, our secondary is playing really good, and obviously the pressure on the quarterback, and you know when
he was an uncomfortable guy. He was a cat with a lot of rocking chairs.
For sure.
He didn't know where to go.
It was great. I mean, because you could see it. From the man coverage, there was nowhere to go. The pressure on it was an unbelievable game plan, and but great game. I coached for 26 years. You can put the greatest game plan in you want, but if the guys don't execute it or can't execute it, it goes for naught. So that's the greatest thing.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Well, we come back with Isiah Chambers. More on this on Poke Nation. Welcome back to Poke Nation. Isiah Chambers back with us. Actually, I should say, Southland Conference Defensive Player of the Week. Isiah Chambers is back with us. I don't have the information yet, but I know you were up for the also the Louisiana Sports Writers Player of the Week. I don't know if that'll come out later today. Isiah, I want to talk to you a little about your life here in Lake Charles. It hasn't been dull, I guess.
Oh yeah.
You got here from Houston, and immediately you got hit by a hurricane. You have to do a GoFundMe page to get stuff back in your house. In the day of transfer portholes and that, what made you stay?
Pretty much I just realized like this was family, and not all problems. Every time you face problems, you can't really run. So I just like, talk to my coaches and all that, and I just realized we had a plan and everything would be okay, and I was just gonna stick it out here at McNeese.
Because that's an amazing story to me, is your story of sticking it out. You had no, I mean, you weren't really here for that long. You could have easily gone back to Houston and got somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
But to stay and persevere and know you weren't going to play in the fall and have to wait for spring, that's really something, says something about the program.
Yes, sir.
So tell me this. So I'll piggyback on Darth Vader here for a second, okay? So obviously you stay, okay? And which everyone in Poke Nation and our whole university is so glad, not only because you're a great player, but you're leaving here in December with a master's degree in criminal justice.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Awesome. All right? So tell me, what do you want to do when You're done playing on Sundays because you're going to play on Sundays.
Yes,
okay. So what are you going to do when the air gets taken out of the ball? You have a bachelor's from Houston. You have a master's from McNeese. What do you want to do?
Maybe I want to get into the criminal justice field. Probably be a detective or FBI agent, homicide, somewhere in that field.
So what's your favorite TV show?
I like First 48. I watched it this morning. I love First 48. I watch reruns of that all the time.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yeah.
Every criminal justice major I've literally ever talked to, they like CSI, criminal, like it's all, it's First 48, it's all the same. It's really cool. Really cool. Well, listen, I'm just telling you, it's what you've done, and you sticking it out says a lot about you as a character, talks a lot about you and your family. So now you have an opportunity here, okay, to tell the next batch of recruits. You're a senior, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you came here and you helped reestablish our program, got us through the probation, all the things that you were able to do. Why McNeese football? And tell Polk Nation why if you had to do it all over again, why would you come back here?
I love the city of Lake Charles. It's a nice city, different from one of your big cities you go to, slower pace, but it's a nice city, genuine people, genuine coaches, a good football program, a good town. Just got a lot of brothers here, and you don't leave your brothers, so that's why I stay here, and that's why somebody should join McNeese football.
You guys talk, all you guys that are here older that have been through this, always talk about playing for the city and to give back to the city. Conference championship, no conference championship, it really is important for this school or for you guys to establish and reestablish kind of a lifestyle here. Do you feel that way?
Oh yeah, yes sir, for sure. I feel like we pretty much the only team, with a football team in town, so I feel like everybody watches us and they want to see us succeed, and I feel like they come to our games and we go out, you go to the Walmart or something like that, they see you and they recognize you, so I feel like you almost, in a way, owe it to them to just play good and play hard for them.
Well, it's amazing, and you're right. Football here it's so big, and the tradition here. I mean, you think about, we have 8,000 or so people show up at noon yesterday or Saturday. I mean, it just, talk a little bit more about that, Isaiah. Just
and the electricity in the stadium.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean,
sir.
you know what I'm saying? Like, just the energy of playing in the hole and the crowd. Like, what does it feel like when you run out that tunnel and you see how much passion this fan base has? Even when we didn't get off to a great start this year, they're just still there. Talk about that.
Yes, sir. I feel like, honestly, I felt the energy throughout the week. It was homecoming week. We ended up doing a parade, and I didn't know Lake Charles had a parade. I didn't know Lake Charles had that much people. And just being in the parade and seeing all those kids and everybody with the McNeese gear all on Ryan Street, that was exciting. That was inspiring just to see see all them people and just see them rooting for us. Like, I didn't know there was that much people in the city. And then leading up to the hole's always packed. Even though we playing at 12 o'clock, it's always packed. And they're out there at 12 o'clock in the sun, and they're out there cheering for us. And it helps us. Like, the crowd, we definitely feed off the crowd for sure.
Well, you get, you kind of slay Cameron Ward, and your reward for that is 6'7", 260 Cole Kelly.
Okay, yeah.
No, what's the difference between going after Cameron Ward but hitting a guy that big?
Okay, yeah, Cole Kelly's a little different because he's bigger but not as mobile as Cameron Ward. Cameron Ward is very slippery. But Kelly's staying in the pocket, big dude. It's a different quarterback to hit, but I think I'd rather hit Cole Kelly than the other one.
So, okay, so let's talk about this. We're going down to Southeastern, okay?
Yes,
What's the attitude like? Obviously, we're coming off 2 wins. I know coaches are working, diligently on the game plan. Obviously, it's another huge game. Talk about what this game coming up means to you, to the team, and what's the mentality going forward?
Yeah, this game definitely important because it's the next one, of course, so we always got to treat it like that. But we definitely got to get revenge on them, too. Them guys beat us last year by 5. They beat us this year by 3 close games, and we know we made a lot of mistakes. Definitely in the game last year, we made a lot of mistakes, and we made some mistakes this year. So we know that we owe them guys, and we know we can beat them guys. And them wins we just got this past 2 weeks definitely helped us and gave us some momentum.
That's great.
And we're going to see you on Sundays?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
no doubt.
yes, sir.
And I will tell you this, before we go, I want to personally thank you for being the example to all the kids out there. And you do it right. You're walking out of college with 2 degrees. Just thank you for being here. Thank you for wearing the blue and gold. And once a Cowboy, always a Cowboy.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Forever. Thank you.
We'll be back on Polk Nation after this. We're back with Polk Nation. And Coach, Isiah Chambers, obviously very impressive. But what I've seen with this football team, especially, is a lot of kids stayed. Cody Ogeron stayed. A lot of kids had chances to leave and didn't.
Yep.
That has to make you feel good.
For sure. It shows you that as a department and as a football program, we're doing some really good things. You know, especially those 2 that you mentioned. They had a lot of offers to go, especially Isiah. I mean, but for him to stay and finish his degree and walk out of here a graduate from McNeese, he's
impressive.
He's one guy that I will always really, really remember. And you could obviously see how much I appreciated him. You know, the last thing I said to him in his segment. But he's a phenomenal kid. It's going to be really exciting to not only watch his pro career, but then watch what he does in his life. He's a winner.
And he'll always have, if he plays on Sunday, he'll always say McNeese State.
No question about it.
So there you
No
go.
question about
Branding McNeese State right there, right in front of you.
There's no place better than Southwest Louisiana.
There we go.
And McNeese.
Sell
I'm
it,
just
baby.
telling you.
Sell it. Got to sell it one time
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
How was this Friday night? Last Friday night?
Ooh, the block party?
The block party.
Wayne Toops was off the charts. The Grove had like 5,000 people. It was,
So that's growing.
Oh, yeah. It was spilling out into Common Street. It was awesome. I mean, it was phenomenal.
We didn't get into it last week, but really quick, you're playing UNO on TV, on ESPNU.
How about that?
Look at you.
It's big time.
Now, there has to, now I'm going to say this with all my heart. There has to be a segment for you on ESPNU and that for you to cut that deal, doesn't it? You can't let ESPN Linear come into town and not have the Heath Schwarter show. Can you?
Stop. No, but I will tell you, how big of a deal is it for our university, our department, and our program to have linear, like you said, ESPN. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge deal. Huge deal.
And the best thing I can say is that is an awfully good day to introduce Bobblehead Heath.
You know what? Seriously, you need to. It's not a life set. I don't know what that thing is called, but you truly are. You're in rare form today, man. It's unbelievable.
It's Halloween. You want a game.
It is Halloween.
You want a game. Your name is all over. People are talking about McNeese all over the country this week after last weekend.
That's good. I mean, we have a lot. Hey, listen. If people ever, just like me, I tell people all the time, I've lived everywhere in the country, all parts of the country, and I came here and fell in love with it, and that's why I'm so excited and I'm so passionate about telling people about Southwest Louisiana and this university because they both are special, and why not? Why not?
And you want to put him on a bigger stage. We'll see if he does it, because next week, who knows what conference we'll be in. Next week on Polk Nation.